Hello, it's Foodie Time. Hi, you guys. I was so busy listening on Go Live Together, I almost forgot to come. We're talking about free cruises, and like most people, my eyebrows went up. And then I realized what they're talking about is the free cruise on Margaritaville, which I also qualify for. So there you go. But anyway, welcome you guys to the chat. I'm excited to see y'all this morning. It's been a really crazy morning. I got up early to go do labs. I don't know about y'all, but my day started way earlier than I expected it to this morning. So there you go. Welcome to the chat. This is a Connect and Grow chat. We come here every weekday from 10 to 11 and sometimes longer than that, depending on what's going on, because we tend to get chatty. Okay. We are a Connect and Grow community. If you come to our community, we're going to support you, help you to grow. And it's a win-win because we know you're going to do the same with us. Can't beat that, y'all. Can't beat it. But anyway, if you're just here for the replay, you missed the live, type hashtag replay in the comments so I can connect with you and help you to come to our community chats. Will be awesome. This is a great community. I'm just going to tell you there are no words to describe how supportive and sweet the people are here. You guys, I love you guys. But anyway, I'm not gonna get mushy today. I always say that, right? I'm probably gonna get mushy today. Today has been a busy day. I started out getting my labs at 7:30 this morning. I was lurking on Eddie's quickie chat this morning. I know he was surprised to see me because he's always surprised if I make it to that chat. But I had to do labs for my physical. You guys, if you ever been to my food channel, Foodie's Food Life, which I'm trying to get to 50 so I can go live. But anyway, if you're ever on there, you'll note that I talk about some of my health issues and I talk about food, and it's sort of a way to explain who I am because I love food. Food doesn't always love me. It's how it goes. It's a love-hate relationship, like all relationships can be. But my food relationship is kind of crazy. The reason my channel is called Foodies Vacations, by the way, is not because I'm a travel agent, even though I am. It's because I started taking vacations that were all related to food. And I know there are a lot of people that take vacations that are related to food, such as cruises, all-inclusives, Las Vegas. Face it, we do more eating than gambling, y'all. That's how that goes. But that's how it ended up. It was first called Foodie Vacations. Then people started calling me by my nickname, which is Foodie. And then I started saying, okay, might as well say Foodies Vacations and just get this out of the way. So I changed the channel name to that just to follow the curve. Might as well just go with the flow, right? So let's get into the chat because it's moving, y'all. And wow, okay, we must be getting the Go Live Together crew. We come in right after Go Live Together chat, which is the chat that I'm on every single day because my buddies Eddie, Jeremy, and Cheryl are there. I go there every day. And Eddie, I've been following since the pandemic. So here you go. But anyway, whatever floats your boat. Hi, lady. Hi, Angie. She's saying, hey, y'all. That's my buddy, Angie. She usually the first person in this chat. You got to love that. Such a sweetie. Can't wait to meet her. We live across the bridge from each other. Angie, we got to figure out a way to meet up and just have some coffee or something and chat. It would be so good. But next in the chat is Controversial Cruising. Scott, Foodie's Time. He was here pretty early too. Scott is a multitasker, and I'm trying to learn to multitask. I don't know, Scott. I don't think I have enough brain cells going for that, but I'm going to work on it, dude. I have some goals. It's good to set goals when you're on YouTube, and one of my goals is to try to multitask, to get a little more stuff involved in this hour-long chat, which is beautiful because it's hour-long and it goes so fast. We're still talking in an hour. This is how good this community is. We know each other. This is an informal chat. We talk about anything, because usually by the time we're on, everybody has talked about everything else, right? So we talk about everything everybody else talked about. It's a great time to kind of go over things. But welcome, Scott. My Scott. Anyway, DeFam Adventures. Hi, Ron. Hello, everyone. He says, DeFam Adventures. I'm going to talk about you today, Ron. I went on his chat last night where they were talking about Helen. He and Darlene, his lovely wife and son, starts with a D. Oh, you guys, I'm not, don't, I think Dwayne, no, not Dwayne. Dwayne is Denise and Dwayne. Anyway, okay, I watched the chat. I got in there kind of late and some crazy stuff. You know, I still work as a travel agent, so I tend to get pulled away sometimes for business, but I missed part of it. So I went back and watched the replay. And you guys, y'all are hilarious. But anyway, some of the stuff, I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that happened on your chat last night. Everybody should go see it if you haven't seen it. But they were talking about Helen. They were giving us the untold story and Helen, the behind the scenes action that was going on. We're going to talk about that. But meanwhile, let me go on and say hello to everybody. Since you guys are doing it, y'all are saying hello to everybody. So I guess I better start saying hello to everybody too. Savage Batman. Hey, Batman. Hey, Vicky. Hi, Savage Batman. I thought about you the other day because I saw this big Batman painting and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, I don't know. I'm going to have to make a background one of these days besides my husband's favorite background, which is this plank that goes to nowhere. But you know, he picked it out. So I said, okay, sweetie, I'll use it because I'm a good wife. I try to support my husband, his efforts to support me. But anyway, so everybody's still saying hello. Hi, Denise. There's Bone Tired Travelers, Denise. You are beautiful. You know, I saw her the first time. It might have been on Thursday, Thirsty Thursday or Thirsty Thursday. You guys say stuff. Just, you know, this is Scott doing this. He's saying stuff that I can't say. I don't know about anybody else. I have a hard time saying his channel name, the name of his stuff. I'm so glad Match Game is not a tongue twister. Thank you. Thank you, Scott. But Denise is beautiful. Hi, Denise. We have a couple of nurses, at least two, in our community that come on this chat, which is good in case, you know, we laugh so hard one day we pass out. You know, I don't know how much help you will be far away, but at least you'll be able to call the right people to come and get us. Okay. We do tend to giggle and have a good time on this chat. So welcome in, Denise. And okay, Angie, she's saying hello to everybody. All you people uh, who make these great emojis. I suck at emojis. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I can't seem to do a good emoji, but anyway. Dennis PK Adventure Travels. Sup, Ryan. Thank you for the compliment. That was sweet. Yeah, you recognize that I'm trying to multitask. And all you peeps out there, he said, hello, hello, hello. Hello to everybody. Okay, we're a friendly community. We say hello to everybody. And then Controversial Cruisy saying hello to Ryan and talking to Floaty Boaty. Scott renamed whatever floats your boat to Floaty Boaty. So now everybody knows you as Floaty Boaty, Angie. But you know, some of our channels are, like I said, hard to say. And I'm from Kentucky. I don't speak that clearly. I get twisted easily. Okay, it's amazing that I don't have a Kentucky accent. Okay, I don't even know how to explain that, but I don't. I haven't lived here long enough yet, I guess. But Bone Tired Traveler says hashtag Mushy Vicky. Don't say it. They'll start calling me that. You know how this community is, you know. But anyway, okay. So everybody's saying hello still. We're going to go down a little bit farther. Hope I don't miss anybody because, you know, I don't have my glasses on. Oh, here are my glasses, y'all. There's just really no excuse for this. There's really no excuse because Eddie is not in here yet. Watch that. I said that he's going to come in and talk about me. Anyway, so somebody asked the question. Scott said, "Did you hear I booked the ABCs?" Who are you talking to, Scotty? I missed all of that part. Did you hear I booked the ABCs? No, I did not hear that. Tell me more. And I'm intrigued. You know, Curacao is my favorite place. I want to retire there again. You know, if I'm going to retire again, I want to retire someplace where there's never hurricanes. It's always hot and there's beautiful beaches. And I know Curacao is all of the above. Oh, and also affordable. It's not cheap, but I can afford it. I've already priced a 4-bedroom house there that costs less than the one I live in right now, which is a 3-bedroom house. But don't get me started. So, yeah, ABCs, I want to know more. Thank you. And DeFam said, stop it, Scott. Oh, April fooled me. You April fooled me, and I haven't even got through the chat yet. You turkey. Stop it, Scott. Yeah, April Fools. April Fools. Yay, Scott. Yeah, you had to go for ABCs because you know how I feel about Curacao. You're playing with my emotions, and I'm about to be called Mushy Vicky now because of you. And Scott said, "Damn it, Ron. Yes, really. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for telling him that. Damn it." And the family adventure says, Denise, you fell for that. You know, if you really want to mess with a cruiser, just start talking about cruising. We believe everything you say. I was listening to Cheryl talking about, you know, the cancellation of cruises, and I started getting stressed. I'm thinking, and then I realized, shoot, I don't have any more cruises booked yet this year, so why am I getting stressed? I really don't. And Ron, I really want to go on a cruise right now. I really do. I need that cruise life right now. So you guys stop messing with my emotions. And then Scott starts laughing. Travel Cake Traps, Kathy and Brian. Hi. Love to see y'all. Hello. They said AK Vicky, AK Foodie. As long as you don't call me Mushy Vicky, we're okay. And the chat. Welcome to the chat, sweetie. DeFam Adventure saying hello. Everybody saying hello. Denise says, well, I give Scott a hard time because he won't book it. Yeah, Scott. What's up with that, man? How come you're not booking the ABCs, man? Kind of like you, Ron. Okay, what's up with that, Ron? She just calling out everybody. Scott says, Angie's got to take her floaty boaty across the bridge. That was a good one, Scott. Okay. Floaty boaties coming across the bridge. I can come over there, you know. But I cheat. You know, we have 2 bridges, at least 2 bridges. I don't know how many bridges we have, but we have one that's a toll bridge and one that's a little bitty bridge. And I mean little bitty bridge. I mean, not as small as some of the little bitty bridges, but you may have seen on the news where a truck went off the bridge, went off the side. The driver was hanging from the truck. I mean, dangling. Like, it was on everybody's station. Only in Louisville and Indiana could that happen. But anyway, yes. DeFam Adventures. Ron says, I have the same relationship with food. I love food and hate when it's gone. You know what I'm talking about then. It's a love-hate relationship. But, you know, I'm working on it, Ron. I really am. I spend most of my time when I'm not watching videos, I spend most of my time reading up on food healing. Healing. When you can find food that heals you and you're a foodie, that is like the best combination. But I'm going to tell you, it's been a long and crazy relationship with food. So Denise says, Vicky, post the link to your other channel. Try to find it. You guys, it's so sad that nobody can find this. And what's funny is I keep posting the link. I'm going to put it in Nightbot Okay. I can't post it right now because even I can't remember what it is. There's no handle for it. It's brand new. Well, not brand new, actually. It's over a year old because when I first made that channel, I was a year younger. And that's all I'm going to say about that because I do tell my age on that channel. And now I'm wishing I had not said that. Because that'll be the next thing that comes up. Anyway, what I'll do is tell you this. If you want to find me, on that channel, all you have to do is look up the words foodie, berberine, diabetes, and you'll probably find it. Okay. I don't know, maybe it won't, but I'll put it in Nightbot so it comes up in here because I need help with that channel. And the channel is close to my heart because it has to do with the thing that runs my world, which is food. And so there you go. Denise, I tell you. But anyway, Ron says, Denise, well, you can't say that much longer. Say what much longer? The Butt Files. Welcome in. Hi, Sue. I think this is Sue. Morning, people. Hi, controversial. Okay, DeFam Adventures saying good morning to the Bud Files. Daniel. It's not Sue? It's well, you guys, I'm telling you, I never can tell which one of y'all come in, especially CCA, Carnival Cruise Addicts. I always call Chris, Liz, and Liz Chris. Say that. Chris, Liz, and Liz Chris. Okay, so there you go. It's a thing. We should have to identify who we are. You'll never see Jorge on Foodie's Vacations unless I become part sports channel. Now, if I start a sports channel, how likely is that? You will see him then because he watches nothing but sports when he's on YouTube, if he's ever on YouTube. Angie says, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Hey, you guys are doing it though. Hi, thank you. And there we go. Live with Tanisha are in. There's the other nurse. Tanisha, we were talking about Go Live Together right before we came over here, talking about the free cruise that you get on Margaritaville if you're a nurse. I think if you're a nurse, police officer, veteran, I don't know. Somebody tell me all the rules. Scott probably knows for Margaritaville as to what gets a free cruise. But Chet and I of Sea Lake Journeys have discussed the possibility of having a group Margaritaville at sea cruise for all the people who can get in free and all the people that don't mind paying for it to come with us. So that would be so cool. I got to get with Chet about that and we, really make a plan for us to do that. My husband is also a veteran, so I may actually get him on this cruise because it'll be free. His favorite word. So thank you. But anyway, back to Tanisha said, good morning. And she's telling us what day it is. Good morning. Happy National 1 Cent Day. Those pennies may be gone soon from what I heard. So enjoy that 1 cent today. Okay, that's the April Fools of the day. We may not have 1 cent soon. So there you go. Sourdough bread day. I eat sourdough bread every day because it's a probiotic. And like I said before, I'm trying to find food that I know I'm going to eat anyway that heals, and probiotics heal. So there you go. So sourdough bread day, yay. I will celebrate with an extra slice of sourdough bread today. Tomfoolery's day. I don't know what that is. I know tomfoolery has something to do with April Fools, probably. Tomfoolery Day, April Fool's Day. They sound very similar, right? Take down Tobacco National Day of Action. I agree. I'm very strongly against tobacco, even though I'm in the tobacco state of Kentucky. I'm totally against it. And there you go. And Sam Day of Action. You're going to have to tell me what that one is, Tanisha. Don't know what that is. Hello, April Fools. She said April. I'm going to say hello, April Fools. Yeah. Oh, and it's Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Oh, okay. That's what SAAM Day of action, provides a day to focus awareness on sexual violence prevention. Need that. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Did you find my link? No way. Anyway, Denise has posted a link, and I took that smack out of Nightbot. So you could post the link because I finally got that out of Nightbot, which brings us to the point that I was going to make about the fam adventures last night, y'all. Ron. Okay. First of all, Ron was telling the story of how he got alkied. How Lisa and them tricked him into drinking. What was funny to me, Ron, is when you turned to your wife, Darlene, and said, "Wasn't that margarita strong?" And she goes, "Mm-mm." I cracked up. See, I can tell that you don't drink like me. I don't really drink that much. And to me, everything seems strong. So, Ron, I feel you on that one. Really, I do. But Ron was alky, a little overbuzzed, I think, for that trip. What was funny is we got Scotty on there, who is new to our community. Well, not new to our community, but new to my chat. Let me put it that way. And Scotty was laughing and joking with him about, being overbuzzed. He probably thinks we're all overbuzzed, by the way. Um, what was interesting is when y'all got into the discussion about what was going on in the chat and the moderation and everybody getting smacked. Let me just say this right now, Ron. My advice from my whole 4 weeks of experience here on Nightbots: enable, disable all of the chat moderation and just get some moderators in there. Okay, start giving people wrenches, because let me just say, there's nothing worse. And ask Ryan, because he got smacked on my channel. It's nothing worse than people wondering, why did I get smacked by Nightbot? What the heck? What did I say? What did I do? So if you go into Nightbot and go under the chat moderation, and it'll ask you all the things that you should not let happen. Be sure to let most of it happen, especially the link part, because sooner or later somebody's going to post a link for you and they'll get smacked for that. And if they say the words "hey, hey, hey," or "yo, yo, yo," or whatever, they'll get smacked for saying too many of the same words and too many emojis. I got in trouble for too many emojis one day. I'll never forget that. And so that's a thing, Ron. Just like I said, my advice to you from things I recently learned on Nightbot, so that you don't have to worry about fussing at Nightbot like I was doing last week or week before last. Anyway, but what I really loved about you guys' chat last night was the fact that you guys were having such a good time. A lot of people get stressed out about chatting. But I think if you have a great audience and they're friendly and they're funny, like the audience you had last night, they were funny. And you guys are funny. So I was cracking up. And by the way, Denise, I drink Angry Orchard too. We have so much in common. But I drink that too. So if I had been drinking a hard cider, I would have been cracking up too. You were cracking up. So, and your husband, he is hilarious. When he made that little hair thing, yeah, you guys got to watch this chat. I almost fell out of my chair. So I had a good time with y'all last night. I wish I could have gotten there earlier and enjoyed the first part. I did watch it. I did watch the whole thing. And it was really cute. And I did learn about Helen and Helen Dorf. And what was the other thing y'all were talking about? Oh, yeah, eggs. Don't tell people there that you have an egg allergy over and over and over again. You guys are hilarious. But anyway, so that was a live chat that I ain't going to forget anytime soon, Ron. Ron, you should do more live chats. I'm just saying, He said that he's going to have another one, and I wrote it down on the 28th. Okay, he's going to be live at 6:15. I wrote it down, Ron. So there you go. The Fam Adventure says it's okay. I don't mind anyone talking about us. We were talking about y'all. No, I'm just kidding. Daniel. I know it started with a D. And this was what's funny. I was thinking, Defam Adventures. Does that mean that everybody starts with a D? And I thought, wait a minute, Ron's name doesn't start with a D, just Darlene and Daniel. But anyway, so I'm curious now about why you're called Defam Adventures. Oh, okay. Defam Adventure says hello at Tanisha. Thank you for coming over last night. She was there too. In fact, you guys had a pretty good crowd. And like I said, they were a fun crowd. And Scotty, oh, he's not here today, but Scotty is one of my favorite new people because he came in with a bang. I mean, he came. Oh, Scott, I better not have. Look, I'm looking at this chat right now, and dude, look. Uh, let's see. Denise says the Gilberts call me Bone Tried Travels. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but right above that, Tanisha said absolutely, and Angie says I love Floaty Boaty. Well, that's good, honey, because that one stuck. Everybody calls you Floaty Boaty now. And it's just funny to me because it is a pretty cool name, any way you think about it. Because we're a cruising group. To be called Floaty Boaty, that's, that is just cool. The Fam Adventure says, LOL, so many ways to go with that, Fanice. Yeah. Okay. Well, you tell me one way because I'm curious. Scott, no, you didn't just call me Mushy Mickey. See, now I'm gonna be fighting back the tears. Okay, I'm fighting back the tears because I don't want you calling me Mushy Mickey. Angie, my granddaughter is still here. Kaylee, my granddaughter's still here during her spring break. I took her to get her nails done yesterday. Oh, see, I don't have anybody to take to get. I can't even convince my husband to go and get his toes done. He don't want to show anybody his toes. I guess I don't know, but that's what we'll do. Angie, we'll go to get our nails done. Anyway. Oh, my glasses are pretty. Do you think these are pretty? I've got these at a TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. They sell them, in the packages, and there's a whole slew of them. Okay, there's a whole slew of them. They're all different colors. I love those glasses. Thank you, and thank you for the compliment. Angie says Scott is on an April Fool's joke run. Yeah, well, our Scott. He likes to play it. He only dreams in color. He's one of those type of people. He likes to play games. Now, am I wrong? Tell me, am I wrong? To Family Adventures, we really know her as Floaty. See, they cut it even more. Next up, no, I'm not even going to tell you what Scott will do it. He will do it. Scotty says, Arizona sounds like that, minus the beaches, but we got mountains. Yeah, you guys, Arizona is a weird place. I'm going to tell you, I've been there, and I remember seeing tumbleweed. That's what I remember seeing. But yeah, Arizona. Yeah, Arizona, Scott. Eddie, welcome to the chat. Yo, 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 yo. Brooklyn in the house. Oh, host, y'all. House. I don't know. A little Helen in him right there. But in the house, y'all. Angie says, hi, Eddie. Hello, Eddie. We're up here giggling. Well, I'm giggling. I don't know if everybody else is giggling, but I'm giggling about the live that we were on last night, Ron's live, and him fussing at Nightbot. It was funny. It reminded me, Eddie, of the days you were cursing in the morning when you didn't turn on your sound or didn't hit your live button. Oh, that would really hurt my feelings. I think when you're new to this, Ron, I think that you probably make less mistakes because you're so nervous that you tend to not forget things. Recently, though, I forgot to turn the lights on. You guys would have just seen my eyeballs. Okay, that's that's all you would have seen. And I went to go sit down, and I was like, "Uh-oh, I'm not there." And I jumped back up, and that's what the beginning of that chat is: me jumping out of the chair. I don't even think you saw that part. You just saw this beautiful painting that my husband uh, donated to the chat. Oh, yeah. And here's Eddie. He must have heard his name. That's what Scott just said. Now, Eddie, how come you didn't end up with a nickname? You got one of the longest channel names. Well, it's not long, but interesting. Scott only picks on us. Scott says, Vicky was just talking about you, Eddie. I sure was. I was talking about you because you were the person that I stalked after the pandemic. I met Eddie during the pandemic, and we were on Guga and Rob. Is that Rob and Guga and Rob's channel? And back then we were both beginners, but I wasn't even actually a creator yet. I was still trying to figure it out. Took way too long to figure it out, child. But there you go. So hashtag Barry. I know who Barry is, Ron, because you posted on my food booth Facebook group. And I was laughing because I knew who you were, because Denise had already told me about your aliases, so we were laughing last night. We had a good time, and I love a good chat where people are giggling and joking with each other. Denise, Vicky, we're going April 11th to 19th, 2026 on the horizon. ABC's come with us. See, now I can't trust it. Are you April Foolers? Are you? Well, it's probably on my list, which 31. Hey, 1031. Got the list, y'all. Got the list. I can check that. Okay. I can check that. I don't have that on my list. No, I'm just kidding. That's in 2026, and I do have that on my list because of Sea Lake Journeys. Carnival Horizon Miami. It does sound like a good time right there. And yes, I do want to go to Curacao. But you know something, Denise? I want to go to Curacao to do some investigation. So I may have to do more than a cruise to Curacao. I'm serious. You guys think I'm playing. One of these days, I will be chatting with palm trees in the background. I am serious about going to Curacao. Anyway. Oh, Ron said someone said his name 3 times. Oh, they're talking about you, Eddie. Eddie, Dee Dee. Have a good day, y'all. Are you leaving already? Eddie. The Family Adventure says, Vicky, it would be wonderful for you to Denise and Scott and Ron on the ABC cruise. If we could get everybody on that cruise, I haven't been on a Carnival cruise in ever. If we could get everybody on that cruise, how amazing would that be? Maybe we should start pushing it for the whole community to get on. I mean, it's going to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. You can't beat that. That being said, y'all, look, I'm getting way behind. I need to go on and do the group cruise announcements here. The group cruise list is a list of us, basically our community on group cruises, giving everybody an opportunity to meet each other and spend a little time on a cruise together, since we talk about it every day anyway. The first one on the list is CNS Travels Vista by Carnival out of Port Canaveral, September 20th to the 28th of 2025. This is all 2025 that I'm telling you right now. It's a non-group. Okay. And then Jeremy and Cheryl have got a Go Live Together cruise going on November 9th of 2025. It's a non-group. And they were talking about it today. It's on the MSC Seascape. Is this the first time that they're getting on MSC? I'm wondering that now. But anyway, I heard them talking about it was going to be interesting because it was MSC. And now I'm wondering, it's out of Galveston, Texas, because they're in Galveston, Texas. And that's good for them. I honestly have a hard time getting from Louisville to Texas. So going on that is going to be, if I got a chance to go, would be a big plan. Okay, a big plan. Ryan of PK Adventures. Ryan, he's got the Gobble and Go cruise on the MSC World America. Yeah, the brand new, big, gigantic ship that I have seen the videos for because I've been showing them to my husband. He hasn't realized what I'm up to. No, he knows what I'm up to. But anyway, he doesn't know when I'm up to it. November 22nd to the 29th of 2025. Um, it is out of Miami, and it's Thanksgiving week. Okay. So if you don't want to cook, Ryan, this is probably the reason I won't be going, is because it's on Thanksgiving week. I probably did not tell you this story, Ryan, but my father's sister, my father just passed. My father's sister is the only one left of six siblings. She lost three of them in the last year. I mean, her sister, her oldest sister, who was a Thanksgiving person, she lost my father and his next older brother all this last year. She's the only one left. She called me last night. Guess what she said last night? She says, it's going to be sad not having everybody here on Thanksgiving. She played me, okay? She played me because I know what's coming. She wants me to do the Thanksgiving dinner at my house because I'm one of the few people in the family that has a house big enough to hold, 50 people, at least 50 people, and kids. So I don't know, dude, it's not looking good. Okay. And I feel bad for her because she's lost so many people, and two other people. My dad lost 8 people this last year, including himself. So that would be make 9. But he lost 2 of his best friends who were golfing buddies. And then, like I said, a lot of his family. And one of the people that we lost was one of the people who cooks Thanksgiving dinner. So it's just been. So anyway, Ryan, I say all that to go on and not say much more, sweetie. I want to go so bad. But anyway, Rob, cruising in the high seas, Booze Cruise 3.0 Tampa, out of on the Grandeur of the Seas, 10/25 to November 1st. We got a lot of fall cruising, y'all. Helping Hands for Cruising, Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, NCL Encore, November 29th to December 6th, out of Miami, Florida. Okay. And Scotty J Travels, he's got 2, but he's got the Jubilee by Carnival. Galveston is where it's leaving out of, October 18th through the 25th. It's an open group, he said. On the 2026, Eddie's Booze Cruise 4.0, October 31st, Halloween cruise. Now that's pretty exciting. NCL Viva out of Galveston, Texas. And then Scotty J Travels has the Carnival Magic March 15th of 2026 out of Miami. And that is also a non-group, I think. Sorry, Scotty, I wrote this down wrong. Bruce's Ocean to Ocean, ABC Cruise, the one that Denise was just talking about. So it wasn't an April Fool. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. April 11th of 2026, Carnival Horizon out of Miami, Florida. And I think that you booked that through Ocean to Ocean. So I'm not going to call it a non-group because I'm pretty sure that this is one that Bruce is sponsoring. Okay, Life with Tanisha RN has got one on the Star of the Seas, October 25th. All of these October cruises. Oh my goodness. October 25th of 2026. And it's on the Star of the Seas, which is going to be the biggest ship, okay, in the world, Royal Caribbean, out of Port Canaveral. And this one is booked through Sherry. Sherry's whole name I can't say. You're going to have to type that for me, Tanisha, because I can never remember her whole channel name. But Sherry is a TA. Eddie Lugo has MSC Seaside June 1st, 2026, celebrating Eddie's 20th anniversary. So we're going to probably have to go and mess that up. Hope you enjoyed being married, Eddie. Anyway, non-group, and it is out of Miami, June 1st. And I think it is a 4 or 5 night cruise. I think it may be a 5-night cruise. I'm not really sure, Eddie. If you by any chance hear me, please let me know if that's a 5-night cruise. Okay, and then we talked about the next Helen meetup because everybody's planning to go, including me. I will try and be there next year. I mean, I will even try and find somebody to drive with me. Maybe I can talk Angie into it. March 6th through 8th, Helen, Georgia. is the next meetup in 2026. Don't miss it. And then on 2027, Scott, and this is not an April Fool's joke, Scott and CCA and a few other people are planning the Carnival Celebration Cruise, which I'm planning to be on because 2027 is far enough for me to plan. February 14th, Valentine's Day. Hey there, if your guy doesn't know what to get you, say, hey, I want a cruise. And 2027, just save up for it. I want to cruise out of Miami on the celebration. We're going to have a great time, huh, Scott? We're going to have a blast. We're going to rock the celebration. But anyway, that's all of the group cruises, y'all. So as far as I know, that's all of them. There's probably more. Get with me if you have a group cruise and I don't have it on my list. I'm not going to put new group cruises on here that I haven't spoke to the owners of the cruises because, I don't want to, I won't ruffle any feathers of people I don't even know. Who knows? They may not wanted us to announce it. I don't know. But I'm going to say these are people that are in our group that are having cruises. So, and they have already said, please go on and tell people about it. So there you go. Uh-oh. Floaty Boaty doesn't drive over the bridge. Are you trying to tell me something, Angie? It's anyway. Thumbs up, everybody. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate you. DeFam said, Fenice is just mad because she was the faster on the book. She was the faster on the booking. She was faster on the booking. She was the faster, the laster on the booking. I'll get it. Ron, was it FedEx or Amazon truck? It was a chartered. I think it was a chartered. It was a huge truck. It wasn't a little box truck. It was a full feeder truck. And it went, I mean, it smashed everything and came off. And then it was just the cab part was just dangling, and she was dangling from the. All you have to do is look on YouTube and type in Louisville truck dangling from bridge, and there you go. It'll pop up because it was on everything. And people, it was funny because I was downtown and I could see it from where I was in downtown. See this craziness, thinking, I'm glad I didn't go to Indiana today, Danji. So you're gonna make me go over the bridge. But anyway, Floaty Boaty doesn't drive over the bridge. I got it. But no, it wasn't a FedEx box or anything like that. It was a full-blown feeder truck. Scott, Angie, you don't have to drive over if you can float under it. I knew that was coming. Angie laughed at that. I'm glad you laughed at that because I'm just now getting a vision of us floating underneath the bridge. You can cross the bridge by water, but I don't know how often people do that. I wonder if you can do it from Indiana side. I don't think you can do it from the Kentucky side, but I think you might be able to do it from the Indiana side. Yeah. So Floaty says it was a semi truck. It really was. And it was really scary. Yes, Ron, I recall seeing it. That was scary. Can you imagine that you are dangling over the Ohio River, which is the nastiest looking river ever? People jump off of bridges to kill themselves in the Ohio River, which, I'm thinking that's like the worst thing. I mean, jumping off of cruise ships, that's even worse. But yeesh. Yeah, that poor woman, for real. That was just so bad. CCA is always Liz. Okay. I'll remember that. Now, a question: when Chris does come on, does he come in as Carnival Cruise Addicts, or does he come in as Chris of Carnival Cruise Addicts? Anyway, Daniel is the fam's son. Yes. D&D, Darlene and Daniel. Ron, LOL. I was just going to let her run with it. Go on and run with it. Denise, I saw news about Juan Soto and thought of your dog. My dog's name is Juan Soto. Actually, he was first named Ollie, so we call him Ollie One sometimes, or close to Obi-Wan. My husband's a Star One. He is a Puerto Rican dog. But anyway, he answers to one. Uh, First responders and veterans. Okay, thank you, Denise, for clearing that up. Okay. So, first responders. So, if you are a first responder, there's a good chance that you could be going on a group cruise with us for free. Hey. uh, Controversial cruising singing. Yes, you and your hubby can go free. I haven't told him about it yet because I was telling Ryan he's the type of person that you have to really coax onto any vacation, but especially a cruise, because I have cruised the poor man out right after the cruises came back into play after the pandemic. We went on 6 cruises that year, and that is the most cruises we have ever done in one year. And he told everybody, I will never get on another cruise ship. And then we got on another cruise ship because, like I said, even though he says he is not a cruiser, he ends up getting on there because it's such an easy vacation. And every time we start to look up an all-inclusive, the price scares the heck out of him. So there you go. Oh, Denise, yes, I want to go with y'all. I agree. Thank you, Denise. And you should go, because wouldn't that be a really cool live too if all of us could get together on the Margaritaville and tell people what it's really like? Now, I don't know what it's really like. I've seen all kinds of drama about it because, drama sells on YouTube. Um, but if we have everybody on there, I don't think it's going to matter because we're all together and we'll have a good time no matter what they do. So there you go. And nurses, yeah, first responders, dude. First, dang Denise, Ron says tomfoolery, aka Scott's actions. I didn't say that. Shots fired. Scott said, joke. What's one bone a prankster doesn't want to break on April Fool's Day? Oh my, this is about to get rough, y'all. Travel Cake Trip says, thank you. You just gave us a good reason to eat sourdough bread. I'm going to tell you guys something. Sourdough bread does not get as much attention as it deserves. I mean, first of all, there was a time where everybody was making sourdough starters. And I'm going to tell you, I'm done with that because you can buy sourdough in just about any grocery store. I'm done with that. But sourdough is, yes, it is definitely a thing. It is, if you've got gluten problems, it may still be a problem. But if you are concerned about your stomach or gut health, probiotics, and sourdough is one of the few probiotics that also is a carb. I love carbs. I'm just saying. And you know what? If you watch Foodie's Food Life, you're going to see a lot of information about sourdough probiotics. I haven't done it yet. I'm waiting for my live. I got to get to 50, y'all. I know what you're about to say, Denise. Then post your link, girl. Anyway, so Denise should get this one. Scott said he's talking about the joke. Okay, funny bone. Oh, and she got it first. Controversial cruising, the humorous. That was kind of funny. The humorous bone. Now you got to know a little bit of anatomy to know that, right? The humorous bone. Anyway, funny bone. LOL, DOH. DOH. Okay, fam, I don't know what that is. Scott said, laugh my blank off. That's a good one, Angie. Damn, Defam Adventure says, oh Lord, oh Lord. Kathy Mills, welcome to the chat, my friend. Welcome in. We're being silly today as usual. And it's April Fool's Day. And Scott got me early. I'm gonna say us. I'm gonna say me. He went for it. He went for the cruise April Fools. He went for my weakness spot. He said that we were going to have an ABC cruise, knowing how I feel about Curacao. He went for it. See, that's when you know Scott knows you too well, when he can fool you. He knows me too well. Scott says we should do a half-hour April Fool's Live later tonight. That sounds like a plan. Oh, wait a minute. No, tonight is pickleball for me. I could probably do it from the pickleball court, though. I don't know. You have to tell me what time, dude. No, he's trying to fool me again. April Fool's on me. Okay. Hey, Kathy Mills. Yeah, Scott, I'm down, Denise says. See, he's trying to fool us again, though. You know what he's going to do, right? He's going to plan a live, Denise, and we're going to show up, and he's not. And then he's going to go April Fool's tomorrow. But anyway, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Oh, gosh. So everybody's saying hello to Kathy. And Ron said, let's do it. See, it's easy to pull us into a chat. Oh, and then Scott says, hashtag Ron's addicted to YouTube now. Dude, this is an addiction we all have. That is why we are always in live chats, is because we are addicted. Bone Tired Traveler says, fame is going to his head, Scott. Yes, he became famous last night. Now he's got to be on everybody's chat. He's got to be here tonight, even though it's an April Fool's joke. Don't fall for it, Ron. Don't fall for it. Okay. The funny thing is, Ron says, I didn't set Nightbot up. Uh-oh. I will make sure Nightbot has Roomba. Ron says, y'all just don't know. Dwayne is so freaking funny. He is funny. Denise, I totally get it. You know, I love a humorous man. I mean, you know, my husband doesn't. No, the only time he's funny is when he's drunk, y'all. If we ever cruise with Jorge, we got to get him drunk because it is hilarious. That's the only time he's funny. And then he's really funny. He loves to do the quest. He loves to run the quest. You know, when they ask for volunteer captains, he's the first one down there. You guys, if we're ever on the quest, on a cruise, you got to have Jorge. He never loses. He never loses a quest. I don't know how, but so far he is undefeated. So who set up your Nightbot? Now you got me curious. Ryan says of PK Adventure Travels, I disabled most of the Nightbot except the links. I did not want spam people coming in and dropping questionable links. That is why I added the command to let Nightbot drop YT links instead. Okay. I'm going to have to go look at that because I probably did not do that. I mean, I don't think that so far anybody has. I mean, I know people lurk in this chat because I see it, but I do not know if we've had anybody. I doubt if we've ever had anybody spent. And you're right, Scott. That's the way I feel about it. Wrenches and Nightbot. Wrenches. Okay. So I've got to add you guys. Controversial cruising. I had you with a wrench. Did you unwrench yourself? And PK Adventures, I thought I wrenched you too. Okay. Then, of course, mods to drop other links as needed. Yes. Yes. Okay. I gotcha. So no matter what, Denise could have dropped that link because she has a wrench. As Eddie says, I have a wrench and I'll use it. Okay. Dwayne doesn't say much, but when he gets wound up, watch out. Yeah, he seems like he would be a quiet person until necessary. Necessary. But yeah, he does. He's got a dry wit, though. I like that. It was pretty funny. When he did that hair thing, Denise, I swear, I fell off the chair. I was trying my best to just listen to what y'all were saying and try to pick up some stuff about Helen. But anyway, he had me cracking up. Scott says, Ryan, what you doing tonight? Don't fall for it. Scott says, will he be up tonight for the April Fool's Live, Fanice? Don't fall for it. And we love your lives. If anybody can trick us into a live, Scott, it will probably be you. And now that Bill has waved bye-bye and is off somewhere on the other side of the world, down under, have you heard from Bill? Is he okay? Bless his heart. He's on the other side of the world, and I think about Bill. I saw one of his shorts about flying. It was funny because I could just see Bill now. Um, he says that the middle seat in the airplane is for people they get both armrests because they're in the middle seat. Don't get me started about the middle seat on planes because, as all of y'all know, if you're going to sit with your husband and your husband insists on either having the aisle seat or the window seat, we end up in the middle. Okay. And do I get the armrest? Do I get the armrest? The last flight we took, I made him take the middle seat. Anyway, I see we got off. I'm sorry. We got off. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the mohawk. It was hilarious. Okay. Now I didn't want to give it away. You gave it away. But you guys have got to watch that replay if you did not see it. Ron says, tonight I have nothing big set except a little editing and little light editing, right? And lighting game starts 7:30 p.m. EST. Lighting game? Okay, no, I don't know what that is. I won't pretend. Denise says, I'll work on him, Scott. Oh, dear. Go Bolts. Ryan. LOL, go Bolts. Push for the playoffs. You know, I have lost interest. I'm sorry. I was watching it. Of course, as soon as Louisville is out, and that was so early. Look. So as Louisville got out, I was like, whatever. But yeah, I'm I will be praying for you then. PK Adventure Travels at Controversial Cruising. When are you going to be able to work on getting into our Wednesday live, Scott? Let me know if you and Bill are passing up a week and you can come on PCAT Chat. Well, I have bad news, Ryan. I saw Bill say that he was going to be live Wednesday night. I don't know how he's going to do it. I have total confidence that he will be live. So there you go. I don't know. Scott may not know that though. Controversial Cruising. You should get me while he's on the other side of the world. Ryan, LOL. Bill said he's going to be live. Now, he may not be live with Scott. He's probably talking about the way he comes on live on ships, which, I always watch his live on ships because he's on a ship. Oh my God. No, but this time he's on a live on a ship out near New Zealand or somewhere. I don't know where he is, but dude, I'm not missing that live. There you go. Ryan, LOL. Scott, if I'm going to do this members only live tonight, I need more jokesters, LOL. Ryan, you need to join in. Savage Batman. Hey, Scott. I tell you what, Scott, if you do a members only live tonight, and I've somehow managed to sit a lot during my pickleball match tonight, I'm going to become a member of your channel. April Fools. Batman. LOL. PK Adventure Travels. Oh, that I might be able to do. What time? Don't fall for it, Ryan. Don't fall for it. Okay, Nightbot said, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share the live chat with another creator. Please share this with another creator. We need to bring more people into our community. And I try to share out the lives from our community, okay, because I figure it's a win-win for them and it's a win-win for us. So, we gotta share more. That's all there is. Sharing. It's wonderful, right? Oh my gosh, it's 10:59. I know this because I see 10:59 on my screen, first of all. Savage says, "Hey PK, how are you?" Denise, it's for real, Vicky. No, it ain't. Savage Batman. I liked and shared this stream. He's planning the biggest April Fools of all, Denise. Defam Adventures. What, you don't have that on your list? Hmm. Defam Adventures. Oh, whew. And then travel cake trips. We are letting people we know have group trips coming up. No, you are creating a list to share with others. Thank you. Tell them I want to hear from them, okay? Because, like I said, I'll keep adding to the list. I just need to know that they, want me to do it or whatever. Or come and say hello to me at least, not necessarily chat, because this is a weird time chat. I'm always surprised you guys come because it's 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. But thank you for lurking and everything else you do to come to this chat. You guys are wonderful. But yeah, so, even if they sent me a message, just tell them I'm on Facebook. Just tell them to send me a message or something. Bone Tired Travelers, we have 2 long port days with the ABCs. I think it's Aruba and Bonaire. Wow. Anyway, yeah. So Curacao, they get no respect. Bless their hearts. I love Curacao though, y'all. The Family Adventures, like 12-hour ports. That does sound interesting though. Bone Tired Travelers, we have been pushing it. There's a commercial for it. Oh, okay. I believe you, Denise. Ron, oh, we need to get that for her to play. Yes, we do. I don't know how to play a commercial on here, but we do. Bone Tired Travelers, Ocean to Ocean is booking it. Yes. Yes, the ABC cruise. Yeah. Yeah. I said that. Didn't I say that? Is that the one that's April of next year? I do have that one. Cheryl, hey Cheryl, welcome to the chat. Hey there, we're up here talking about how Scott's trying to fool us into going on to a live chat tonight. He thinks he's slick. He really does. He thinks we don't know that he's going to April Fools us. But anyway, Ryan said, "Wow." Cheryl says, "Still praying for comfort for you." Thank you. You guys are my comfort. You guys are my YouTube fam, and you guys keep me you keep me above water. Okay. And I'm not gonna get mushy because Scott already named me. Cheryl, he named me. That's a new verb. He named me. Cheryl. Okay. Ryan, that is a lot of loss. I get it totally. It's a lot of loss, yeah. And I feel bad for her. I do. She's such a sweetie pie. She is the baby of the family. And she's the last one. And I heard her telling somebody I'm the last one. I almost started crying right then and there because it's got to be hard to have, 6 siblings, and then all of a sudden you're the only one here. And we have a big family. So she's the only senior now besides me, but I ain't gonna talk about that. She's the only senior now that's over 80 years old. And so, yeah. But anyway, Cheryl says, "Hey, y'all, Denise and Scott." Scott says, "Cheryl, your son isn't in there." Isn't in where? Okay. Scott, the Unmatched, Unhinged, Ungroup Cruise, February 14th. Yay, it's 2027. Woohoo, Carnival celebration out of Miami. Cheryl says, "We're going on June 1st with Eddie and Alice of June 1st, 2026. Yeah, his 20th anniversary. Denise, Scott, what are the ports? What are the ports, Scott? I didn't even ask that question. Good question, Denise. But anyway, Cheryl, Scott, please DM the details of your group cruise or make a commercial. I can't play it, but at least I can watch it and figure it out, right? Cheryl, thanks. Okay, there we go. We're still going, y'all. NVM, I found it. Oh, Popcorn, TWP Popcorn, welcome to the chat. Good morning. What's popping? Hey, dude. Welcome to the chat, to Fam Adventures. Good morning, Popcorn. And then, of course, Nightbot came on and said, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Travel Cake Trips. Does your dog also eat Puerto Rican food? No. But that's only because we don't feed him from the table. Otherwise, he probably would. Since he is Puerto Rican, mom fed her dog rice and beans and chicken. LOL. I think there are in his food. I think there is rice. I wonder if my husband planned that. Rice and I know there's rice and chicken. I don't know about beans, but I'm going to check that. LOL. Yes. Thank you. Anyway, popcorn. Hey, popcorn. Yay. I can't eat bread. Oh, are you gluten intolerant? Oh, Denise, that is a bummer. Oh my gosh. I make a lot of non-bread stuff with almond flour and stuff, but now that you've said that, I'm going to work on that for you. I got to find a way of making you a sourdough non-bread, okay? Controversial cruising. I'm on it, Cheryl. I'm getting the deets from the boss, aka Liz. Okay, the boss. I love it. Scotty J Travels. Yay, Scotty! Welcome. We were just talking about you. Did we talk you up, dude? We were talking about how whoop whoop you come in with a bang. So thank you, dude. Thank you for coming in. I know we're over time, and that's okay. I don't mind being over time today. I don't have anything like pushing me today, so thank God for that. Scotty J, buddy. Yes. Denise says, I can, but I pay for it. Angie says, hello, Scotty J. Whoop, whoop, my man. And what if Scott sent Cheryl? Sent Cheryl. Okay, I get it. Sent, comma, Cheryl. Man, those commas, those punctuation marks really make a difference. Okay. Controversial Cruising says, remember when I ate stuffing on Thirsty Thursday? Salty AF. Yeah. Anyway. I didn't see that one, but Thirsty Thursday took on a whole new meaning that day, right? Ron, hey, thanks for visiting. Yes, he was there. And I was so happy to see you there, Scotty. LOL, but it's fun. Scotty is fun. Scotty, we got to get you on a cruise with us. It seems that we're all going on the ABC cruise in April. Anyway, whoop whoop, had fun. Defam Adventures, thank you. We will get better. LOL. Don't worry about it. Look, nobody is keeping score, giving you red marks. I mean, it was fun. It was fun, and that's all that matters. I mean, the person who got smacked, who was that? Who got the Nightbot smacked? That was funny though. Was it Denise? Who unwrenched you, Vicky? What I want to know, y'all. Look, I'm gonna have to go into Nightbot and find out what's going on. PK said, wait, I was a wrench? I thought I was a hammer. Maybe a screwdriver, since I have a few screws loose. Y'all are funny. Oh, it's gonna be a members only live. So yeah, I have to become a member, right? See, I was going to April Fool's you, but it didn't work out because you got me. That was funny. Defam Adventures. I meant to tell Dwayne that he was supposed to slide into your DM, not out of the live. You guys did some funny stuff. What really cracked me up was that moment that you guys somehow they hit the red button and Defam Adventures went off the screen, and you and Dwayne were sitting there going, I was like, y'all are hilarious, man. That was so funny. But you guys played it off well. You were like, and Helen was fun. Okay, see, I am crying. This is not even mushy stuff, Scotty. I'm laughing and crying. I'm laughing so hard, but that was how funny it was. Oh. Defam Adventures said at Controversial Cruising. Well, dang, now I gotta go join. I know, right? That's the April Fools. See, he messes with us. He messes with you. Controversial cruising. Juan, you're going to be on the panel, dude. Look, you really have no choice. Controversial cruising, you do not have to join. Wait a minute. So there's a thing. If you are on the panel, you don't have to join to be on the. That's funny. Did not know that. Okay, Do Family Adventures, LOL. Maybe I want to. You're not the boss of me. Scott, but it's going to be either 5 p.m. PST. Now you're going to make us do math? I mean, seriously, Scott. 5 p.m. PST. That's 8 p.m. Okay. I may be home by that time. Depends on how my pickleball goes, y'all. But or 6 p.m. I could definitely do 6 p.m. But last time I said that, I ended up falling to bed and falling asleep. Honest to God. So there you go. But I'm gonna set my alarm so I know that's late for my East Coasters on a Tuesday. Actually, that's better for me. 9 o'clock is better for me. Scott, LMAO. Ron, let me ask Darlene. Defam Adventures, ROFL. Sharing is caring. I know, right? Defam Adventures, LOL. It's only 10 here. Vicky just freaked me out. Oh, April Fools. No. It's only 8 here, Ron. Okay, you guys, I'm going to try. Oh, hashtag girl if you want to show your link. I didn't even mention that today. I mean, this has been an off the charts chat. Angie says, gotta run, taking the granddaughter to get some lunch and get her nails done. Okay. And to Family Adventure Scott, dude, that is early. Okay, y'all gonna have to work this out some other time, like later on tonight. Angie, have a great day. Everybody have a great day. Scott says, blank Vicky. I know, right? I'm sorry. I started laughing and started crying. When you guys see my contacts roll out, that's going to be bad. Okay. Bye, Angie. Have a great day. I know, sweetie. Get them nails done, girlfriend. I used to have to drink. I used to have to drink to do lives. Then I started doing 5 o'clock a.m. lives. Too early to drink. I know, right? Before that. Oh my gosh, I missed a whole bunch, y'all. Before that. Okay, Scotty showed his link so that you guys could come over and connect with him. Oh Lord, I step away from the chat and it goes wild. Yes, it goes wild. But Controversial Cruises said Carnival Celebration, February 24th, Miami, Nassau, Half Moon Cay, Sea Day, Amber Cove, Sea Day, Celebration Key, Miami. Oh, Celebration Key. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, you step away and it goes wild. It never fails. It's always crazy in here. It really is. Too much drinking, apparently. Always crazy. You guys, it's only 11 o'clock in the morning here. Who is drinking? Always crazy. I'm going to have to rewatch it. Oh, he was in the Guinness last night. Yes, he was. Oh, bless his heart. Defam Adventures, and Daniel was on keyboard. LOL. And Daniel was cracking me up too. I had one, he had like 5. Yeah. I saw you. Ron, LOL, but he was fun. He was fun. Bone Tie Travis, I used to have a drink to do lives. Oh, yeah. 5 o'clock in the morning does not work. Okay, Ron said, raise his hands to who is already drinking. Coffee. But you mean coffee, right? Yes, coffee. Anyway, Ryan said, well, if you're on a cruise, you're about 5 drinks in by 11 a.m. LOL. Boozy morning coffees, mimosas, y'all. Mimosas and Bellinis, but that's about it, okay? Dr. Pepper, yes, truth. Okay, y'all, I'm getting off here. It's almost 11:15. Y'all are cracking me up. Because, I don't even have my coffee with me. I leave it everywhere. I got cups of coffee all over the house. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Be sure to share the stream with another creator, please, so that they will understand that it's fun in the morning to come hang out with our community, such as crazy as we are. Have a great day, y'all. Deuces. Peace. Peace. Love you guys.